Good morning everybody and welcome back to another video, and today I figured I'd take a look at a tank that I've had not for a very long time, really. Considering how long this tank has been in the game, I haven't had it as long as I should have, arguably. This is the T-44-100. Any of you who have been subscribed or watching my content for a while will be all too familiar with how much of a fan I am of the T-44-100. I've ground out a hell of a lot of stuff on my Russian tech tree using the T-44-100 premium tank, and with that in mind you'd have thought that I'd have been quite a big fan of the T-44-100. You're not wrong, but I haven't actually put a lot of effort into unlocking it until recently, which is why I bring you this video today. Now, for all intents and purposes, the T-44-100 is a T-54 with a 7.0 BR. It has the DS-H case, 12.7mm or 50 caliber machine gun on the commander's cupola, the 100mm rifled main gun, and not terrible armor. I mean, the T-44's armor is actually pretty good at its tier, at about 6.3, I think. Is the T-44 6.3? It's either 6.3 or 6. I want to say 6.3. Anyway, the armor on the T-44 is quite good. The weak spot of the T-44 has always been the front of the turret, which, like when you're playing the Tigers, it means you're supposed to angle your turret away from an enemy tank when you're reloading and only point the gun at something when you plan on shooting at it, or when you haven't been spotted, at least. The weak spot is very much the same for the T-44-100, and I actually kind of like this tank. I haven't played it a lot. This is one of the best games I've had in it so far, but I figured this was worth bringing to your guys' attention and a little something for you to watch while I'm trying to figure out what video I'm going to do next. Please help me, I'm running out of ideas. Seriously though, if you guys have any ideas what you would like to see on my channel, please let me know, because I am beginning to run out of ideas. The only reason I've gone back down to 7.0 BR in fact is because I figured that with the Challenger 1, the fucking M1 Abrams, the Leopard 2K, the T-64B, modern or very nearly, you know, top tier modern main battle tanks coming to the game, I figured it was worth, you know, people weren't going to want to see what is currently top tier. They're too busy being hyped for the new top tier stuff. So I thought, I've got this tank, I haven't put any footage up of it on the channel yet, so why not go back a bit, make myself some credits, play a tank that's cheaper to run, just as fun to play as the T-54s and the T-55 is, but without the stupidly high repair costs. So here we are, I digress. This tank, at the time of recording, has got the repair kit and the fire extinguishers on it. This is one of the more recent games I've had in this tank. I have had some surprisingly good games in it, and some surprisingly interesting bounces off of this armor. The actual hull armor itself and the turret armor is no different from the standard T-44, but you also get the side skirts as well, which actually do help. I've had several occasions where people have fired at the side of my tank using heat, and I know it's heat because you can hear the distinctive hissing sound after the shell hits the armor. But that's all it does. It hits the armor, you hear the hissing sound, and you don't take any damage. It happened at the beginning of this match even. At least I think that was heat. I'm going to have to rewatch this footage. But yeah, it's happened quite a lot, and I'm quite perfectly happy with that. I rather like the armor on this tank. Its mobility has not suffered too much with the additional armor and the additional weight of the 100mm gun over the 85mm gun, but I do quite like it. Of course, it is worth noting that no matter how good armor is in War Thunder, no tank is ever impenetrable. The T-34-100 may have lesser armor than this thing, after all it is just a T-34, but that doesn't mean this thing is impenetrable, not by any stretch of the imagination. The Mouse is not impenetrable, the E-100 is not impenetrable. I mean, people probably thought that the Jagdtiger was impenetrable, until the British were added, with their Sabo shells, and then all the shit went out the window and the Germans suffered quite badly as a result. But that is most definitely a topic for another video. So yeah, I decided to cover this tank because quite frankly I'm running out of ideas and I needed to make some money. I would like to apologise, by the way, for those of you who are subscribed to my channel. Thank you very much, of course, but I would like to apologise due to the lack or dip of the content that has been coming out on my channel recently. I have been working casual work, so I'm only doing several days a week, so many hours a day, but it's just enough that it's beginning to mess with my ability to record footage. I can't stay up at night like I normally would to get footage because I have to get up in the the next morning. Today I'm going in a bit later, so I managed to do this video, but yeah, you get the idea. Can't stay up at night because I have to go in. Can't play in the evenings because my brother is home from work and wants to play on the PS4 himself. You don't want to hear the ins and outs of my life story because, believe me, it is incredibly boring, but you get the idea. If anyone of you, whether you're subscribed or not, has any ideas what you'd like to see on my channel, what you'd like to see me play, any vehicles you'd like to see me review, whether it be French, German, British, American, Russian, whatever, ground forces preferably, but if there's anything you'd like to see me play, please let me know and I will do my best to get some content up for you. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I really do would like to thank every single one of you that is subscribed, and even those who aren't, who watch my content. Thank you very much, and I will see you guys in the next War Thunder video. Cheers.